Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's been a while since I've made a video, but you know, school is tough. I'm in year 12, it's my final year, so there's a lot of assignments and shit due, so yeah, that's the reason I haven't been uploading very consistently, but you know, usual excuse. There are a couple reasons I'm filming outside for this review. One, you know, there's people in the house, so I can't yell, and two, I wanted to test out my camera's wind capabilities, my new mic's wind capabilities, and three, go away. And three, oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
I want them back! They're my property!
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Want to get through this? Let's go!
As the world fell, each of us in our own way was broken. It was hard to know who was more crazy. Me or everyone else.
I was very excited for this one. First, I have to say, to be fair, I'm not like some huge fanboy of the originals. I only just saw them like last week. Well, I saw The Road Warrior when I was a little kid, but bloody, you know, I mean, I've never been some huge like die-hard fan of the original Mad Max movies. I love them though. Road Warrior is the best, but you know, the first one's really good too. But yeah, I've never been some huge die-hard fan, but just from the trailers of this movie, I got really excited, and I love Tom Hardy as an actor, I love Charlize Theron, and just, it looked like a complete action thrill ride, and Mad Max Fury Road may be the best action movie I've ever seen. I saw it about three days ago. First, actually, let's get into the plot. I better tell you the storyline of this movie, shouldn't I? It's set in a post-apocalyptic Australia, just like the originals, except they filmed it in Africa because it rains too much in fucking Australia. But, yeah, this one, I believe it's set 40-odd years after the apocalypse. Oh, yeah, around that, maybe. I don't know, I might be wrong. But, yeah, it's set after the apocalypse, and the world's gone mad, you know. Max is just a drifter. He's just sort of trying to survive. He's an ex-cop. He's just on his own trying to live, and there's this big citadel run by this big guy called Immortan Joe, and he has an army of white painted dudes called the War Boys, and they're all, you know, he's just promised them, look, fight for me, and then you'll live in Valhalla, you will ride in Valhalla. You know, he gives people water and stuff, but he withholds it, and, you know, he has these women that he, like, basically rapes so that he can breed with them, because he wants to breed a healthy son, and, so yeah, he's not an entirely nice guy, but, you know, he's running this citadel, and the people are alright, and Charlize Theron plays Imperator Furiosa, a badass chick. She's missing an arm, she has, like, a robot arm, she's just a complete badass, and, she is a high-ranking person in this citadel, and her job is to drive this big fuel tanker called the War Rig to, you know, make trades with the other cities and everything. But in this occasion, she has taken Immortan Joe's 5 breeders, the 5 wives, all played by models basically, they're all really beautiful, and she's taken them to escape to the Green Place, a place where she grew up, and on the way she meets Max, and Max ends up helping them. And that's basically all I want to say without spoiling it. Although this movie isn't so much on plot, it's on thrills. Because let me tell you, this movie is an action fucking thrill ride. Oh my god. Now, there was a lot of controversy about this, mainly on the internet. A lot of men's rights activists were boycotting it because they thought it was some feminist conspiracy because there's a female co-lead. And to those people, I say, shut the fuck up. I mean, look, I hate feminism as much as the next guy. You know, I'm all for equality. But you're an idiot if you're disregarding this movie because of feminism, because we need more strong female characters in movies, and that is exactly what Charlize Theron's Imperator Furiosa is. She's a strong female character. You know, she doesn't, you know, she's not obsessed with like love or anything. She's just she wants justice and redemption, and she has a complicated backstory, which I like. They didn't go too much into the backstory. It keeps an air of mystery about it, plus it sets it up for sequels. She's a strong character. She's a badass. She's just as strong as Max. And, and even the 5 wives, I think, the model characters, even they, you know, each character of theirs had their own merits and stuff. One of them was really good with guns and they were smart, you know. The women in this movie aren't just, you know, cutouts like in most action movies. And that angered a lot of people because they're like, oh, the men are bad in it. I mean, not all men are bad in it. Max is a good guy. Nux is, he's sympathetic and everything. Even the villain, I'd argue, isn't that bad. I mean, I guess you could say that makes him a bad villain, but he was still menacing and everything, but he was still providing for a lot of people. I guess all this discussion would make sense if you'd watched the movie, but all I want to say, the movie is not some big feminist conspiracy. The movie is just, it's a fun action movie. George Miller is 70 years old. What kind of feminist fucking agenda does he have? He's just come back to reboot the franchise, basically reboot the genre that he created with the original Mad Max. And, you know, he's done so with flying colours because Fury Road is fantastic. The characters are amazing. The little dialogue there is, the dialogue's really good, and most of it's told visually. Like, you can watch this movie and see there's a ton of stuff going on. You can see so much about this universe and, you know, draw your own conclusions about it because it doesn't show everything, but it gives you enough to try and piece things together yourself. But I've got to talk about the main thing in this movie, the action. Oh my god, the whole movie is basically 1 2 hour long chase scene, which is fantastic. I was just watching it, I felt like I was just freaking high on energy drinks. It was so adrenaline pumping. In the movie, it barely gives you any time to breathe. It's just a non-stop thrill ride. So many iconic scenes, so many iconic moments. Tom Hardy was great as Max. I don't know if he's better than Gibson, but I did like his portrayal. His Max was a bit more mentally unstable and broken. Charlize Theron was great. All the acting was great. Fun fact, if you've seen the first one, the guy who played Toe Cutter, Hugh Keays-Byrne, I believe his name is, he plays the villain in this, Immortan Joe, so that is pretty cool. 35 years later, coming back to it. It would have been cool to see Mel Gibson in this, but, you know, he kind of went loony, so I'm very happy with Tom Hardy. I love Tom Hardy, he's one of my favourite actors, but oh my god, the action in this freaking movie is incredible. I mean, I saw it like 3 days ago and I haven't stopped fucking thinking about it. I mean, I was shaking for like an hour after the movie, just like, oh my god, so cool. Oh my god, just so much cool shit. You see something happen and then like George Miller tops it like 5 minutes later. The whole movie, just everything is getting topped. There's this one guy playing, he's playing an electric guitar that shoots flames off it on the back of a truck with like amplifiers and speakers all over it. It's just, the movie's just batshit insane. There's so much gonzo, it's just, it's insane. And, you know, I know a lot of people are saying it's overpraised, but I disagree. This is one movie that not only lived up to the hype for me, but exceeded it. And I'm going to go see this movie many times. I wish my theater had an IMAX because this would be amazing in IMAX. I didn't see it in 3D. I'm not really into 3D because, you know, it's fucking shit. But, you know, I might give it a try in 3D if I see it a third time, which I probably will, you know. But, yeah, I haven't stopped thinking about this movie. It's not just an action blockbuster. It has a lot of narrative heft, not theft. And it's just, it's deep, it's emotional at times, and honestly, a lot of people say it doesn't have enough character development, but fuck me, man, I cared so much about these characters, and you feel like they're in danger every second, which was amazing. Nicholas Hoult I forgot to talk about. He almost steals the show at times with his character. He plays one of the war boys, and he was amazing. But I'm kind of all over the place with this review. But please, I implore you, go see Mad Max Fury Road, because, like, we don't get many movies like this anymore, and I think there has never been a movie like Mad Max Fury Road, and there might never be again, because it's truly one of a kind, and they used a whole lot of practical effects, so, you know, there's not a lot of CGI in the movie, all the cars in it are real, and you can tell, it's just like, the whole movie is just fun. You feel like they had fun making it, you know. I mean, yeah, sure, it's a shitty world, but you feel like there's a lot of optimism that went into it as well, and I really hope they do get to make these sequels. I hope this movie makes a lot of money, which is why I implore you go see it, because Pitch Perfect 2, it just came out as well. It's not, you know, Pitch Perfect 2 doesn't need your money. It has a built-in audience of teenage girls and stuff, and, you know, it doesn't need help making money. Mad Max is an R-rated action blockbuster, you know, it's probably not going to perform as well, but we need it to if we want these sequels. Although it might be a while, because I imagine George Miller would be exhausted after making this one, but Tom Hardy's agreed to do 3 more, so I just want to return to that world again, man. As long as George Miller's directing it, I don't even care who the main character is, because this movie is so entertaining. Anyway, this movie kicks the shit out of Pitch Perfect 2. Pitch Perfect 2 wasn't even that good. This movie kicks the shit out of Fast and Furious 7, which I have seen. This movie kicks the shit out of the Avengers Age of Ultron. This is the best movie of the year by far. One of the best action movies I have ever seen, and I have not stopped thinking about it. And Mad Max Fury Road gets my first 10 out of 10 of 2015. Seriously, guys, please go see this if you haven't already. Even if you're not a fan, even if you haven't seen the original Mad Max trilogy, you don't have to see them to understand this. But I would recommend watching at least the first 2, because the Road Warrior is amazing. This movie is like the final half-an-hour chase of the Road Warrior on steroids turned up to 11. I know everyone's probably said that already, but that's what it is. The movie's just batshit insane. It has a lot of crazy characters and stuff, and just oh, I love this movie so much. Please go and see it. See you next time.